Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? This is James coming at you with an inspiration for uninspired people. I just want to start out, let you guys know what the real purpose of this page is. What I'm going to be doing is I'm making posts like this, kind of giving even step by step on what I've gone through to help start up my company, as well as what I'm going to be going through for my transformation with my body. As you can see, your boy's not looking as thin as he once was. So I'm here to change that, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I go through it. Because I know there's so many people out there who just don't know how to do it, or they're too scared to take that next step, or they need that guidance for the next step. And that's what this purpose of the page is for. I am not here to waste my time and to reach the people that aren't willing to put in the work. These are for the people that have been putting in the work and have been overthinking things and just are too afraid to step out their comfort zone, right? But the first thing I want to start with, and really anything you do, is you have to start with a good foundation. You're going to be seeing from some workout videos I post, or results or whatever you guys see from me. I have already had put in a foundation. Like I said, I'm not the thinnest like I once was, but I have been putting in the foundation. And how I did that is just by doing little intervals of workouts throughout the day. So as of right now, I'm so excited. I finally hit my 50 push-up mark, but just doing push-ups and sit-ups. I remember my dad used to tell me, best workout routine, do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day, and you'll be as strong as an ox. And when I was a kid, I didn't think it was true. I was like, yeah, whatever. But my littlest brother actually showed us that was the case. He turned into an ox just from doing that. And then he was able to get in the gym. So like I said, I was able to hit up my push-up mark. I was going to the gym prior to this. So you guys do know I have been working out most of my life. I played collegiate basketball. I understand the weight room. It's not a stranger to me. So like I said, I'm gonna be showing you guys, videos of me either at the gym or even some at home workouts for, because of Corona and everything. But like I said, going back to the foundation, so I have that strong foundation. If you're a person watching this and you don't have a foundation at all, or you don't know if you do or not, all you have to do are just small little workouts. Like I said, bump out, maybe you can only do 10 push-ups, 20, whatever your max is, you do that. You push as many as you can out, and then whatever that is, you do your max, right? And then every week, you just add 5 to your max, and you'll see. You're gonna start seeing that. You're gonna be doing more and more push-ups. Same with the core. That is a huge thing for me. I've always had a pretty decently strong core, even though it might not look like it. But making sure you're doing your core workouts, planks, whatever types. You guys will see a bunch of different core workouts I'll be posting. But going back to foundation, I really got to learn how important a foundation was when I ran cross country. Yeah, I know. I ran cross country in high school. But what that taught me was just mental toughness. But not only mental toughness, but also how important a foundation was. I remember we went to this we go to this cross country camp every year. And we went the first year I ever went. And, I was like, oh, I'm a decent runner. I'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. It's early on in the summer. It's okay. And I wasn't training at that point in time. I was just like, oh, this camp will start me off. And that was a mistake. This running camp was an elite camp for sure. Running at least 10 miles every day. If not a little bit more, running mountains, doing the whole shebang. And I will tell you right now, after that week, I realized how important a foundation was. If you are a runner at all, your coaches will tell you all the time, make sure you're running in the summer, make sure you're running off season. Because if you don't come into the season having a foundation, you're already behind. You're not going to be one of those elite players or runners, right? But that is the biggest thing, like I said, I want to be going over. And also not only just in working out and sports and all that, because obviously that's important, but that also laid my foundation on learning how to hone in on my craft. Because if you don't get to, number one, figure out what your craft is, you're not going to be able to excel as well as other people, right? Because if you don't like it, how are you going to be good at it, right? So making sure you're honing in that craft, meaning if you like to take pictures, go out there, take pictures, make that money doing your photography, right? If you like music, then, go ahead, go into music. I always encourage the people, whatever you love to do, figure out what you love to do and then become the best at it. My dad used to tell me that quote all the time, and I really took it to heart. I think it's the biggest thing, because if you love it, you will become the best at it. But it's all about making sure you have that foundation. You understand what you like. You understand what you get to figure out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty young. I'm 25 years old. And for me, that's a huge blessing for what God has put into my life. I've gone through so many different things. I found out personally what I was good at. I was good at sales. I've been in 2 different sales positions. One was door to door. The other one was also door to door, but it was just with different campaigns and politicians. And I'll tell you, honing in on that and figuring that out and just taking that leap of faith to go into door to door sales, because no one really wants to do that, right? By taking that leap of faith, I not only learned how to sell anything. I could sell ice to a polar bear, Not only was I able to learn that, but I also learned other skills that now are helping me in my business today, like interviewing, like pooling resumes, like running meetings, like taking out people and showing them and training them and teaching them exactly how I was taught, if not a little bit better, right? Because that's the name of the game, and that's the main reason why I'm doing this, because I understand everyone needs that mentor. And I think I'm now in that position. I'm not gonna say I think, I know I'm in that position now to actually show people how to get there. Another big thing that I learned is throughout those times of me being in that business and me being in those different companies and me going to school for business management and, going through all that, I learned in order to get good at it, even though you might love it, that's not enough, right? That's just the foundation. I'm just figuring it out. But my foundation is also a lot of work. If you're anybody, foundation is probably the hardest part of anything, whether that's getting right back into the gym and trying to start over or just start in general. It is the hardest thing because of that. So now is the time to grind. I have to figure out, I have to study it, right? And not only do I have to study it, but I have to make sure I'm balanced with it. And that was something that took a long time for me to learn, is balancing it. If you guys have ever heard of him, David Mensler, shout out to my guy. He really helped me, showed me really how to become more zen, right? More equal, more balanced. Something that I've made the mistake of is becoming obsessed with things. For instance, college basketball. I became obsessed. All I was doing was lifting, going to class, lifting, shooting, lifting, basketball practice, lifting, shooting, and that was the routine. And I ended up going through multiple concussions in my second semester of college basketball, which was horrible, right? I was not able to play anymore, but it was a huge slap in the face for myself that I was not balancing my life, right? Even my last job, I was just moved from Wisconsin, so all my Wisconsinites, what's up, shout out. But I just moved in from Wisconsin, and what I learned in Wisconsin was I was putting in 80 hours a week of work when I was doing the door-to-door sales, right? It's a lot of hours, right? And what I learned is it ended up getting a wedge in between my relationship with my fiance and myself. And I learned that it was putting in a wedge because that wasn't being balanced, right? I literally need to carve out time in my calendar for me and my fiance to have time together, for me to be with my child, for me to even be with friends, and for me when I should be working, when I should be working out, what I should be eating. You have to be that organized if you expect to win. And that's what I'm here to show you guys, is how to win.